Hello, here we are on the Toffee Blues. My name's Martin, and welcome to today's watch along. We're going to be watching Chelsea versus Everton live at Stamford Bridge. 3 o'clock kickoff. We're about 15 minutes out, and we're just going to have a little bit of a chat and see how things have been going since we were last here. The last watch along was when was the last watch along? Didn't do one for Manchester United. Whatever result that was, by the way. Um, in any event, whenever it was. It's been a couple of weeks. It's been a minute. But a good couple of wins for Everton since, and we're back today with a really tough challenge going to Chelsea, a place where historically we've not done all that well. But let's see how we go. See how we go today. So let's just make sure our stream is up and running. It should be absolutely fine. Yeah, away we go. Let's have a quick look at the teams. Let's have a look. Lineups. Predicted lineup, so they're wrong because Charlie Alcaraz is not starting today. So what is going on? Boom, Chelsea, Everton. Here we go. Well, it's funny, isn't it? Head to head. If you have a look at the head to head, let's see how we go here with Chelsea. So obviously this time, last season at Stamford Bridge, we lost 1-0. It was a Nicholas Jackson goal. And look at the team that we actually started last season. It's a far cry from the team that we've got out there today. But Jordan Pickford in goal last season, Patterson at right back, O'Brien and Branthwaite. Would love to have Branthwaite in the team, wouldn't we? Mikalenko, Garner, and just a guy. It was a similar two in midfield. But we had Decore, Jack Harrison, and Beto in the lineup. Again, completely different today. We've now got a more healthy lineup, I would say. A lot better of a team. So we've got Jordan Pickford in goal. A back four of Jake O'Brien, Tarkovsky, Keane, and Mikalenko. So O'Brien comes back into that right back role. Seamus Coleman out injured. Nathan Patterson's on the bench. We haven't seen him for a long, long time. James Garner has been playing at right back recently, but he's decided to put him back in middle two with Idrissa Gana Gueye. Idrissa Gana Gueye returned to the side after the suspension, which happened at Manchester United. Tim Irabunum drops to the bench. And it's our last game for Idrissa Gana Gueye and Iliman Ndiaye. After this game, they go to the African Cup of Nations, so we will lose those two players after today. Hopefully a good injury-free performance from them two today. Dewsbury Hall, who's actually returns to his old club Chelsea today, has been on fire for Everton in the last few games. Jack Grealish on the left, and Barry starts up front once again for Everton, ahead of Beto. Just looking at some of the match facts for today, Chelsea are undefeated in their last 32 home matches against Everton in all competitions. I think that dates back to 94, maybe. A huge amount of time has passed since we are able to get anything at Stamford Bridge. But, we've just gone to Old Trafford with 10 men and beat them. So I think Chelsea did a different team to Manchester United, absolutely. But still no reason why we can't go there and try and get a result against them. So I'm positive. I'm positive today. Let's just take the game on and hopefully we can get something from it. Chelsea, in terms of their recent form, let's just take a look. Head to head. Chelsea form. So Chelsea are fourth in the form table at the moment. No, not the seventh. Sorry, those the seventh in the form table. So they've won 3 of the last 6. However, they've not won any of the last 3 Premier League games. So going back to the beat Chelsea, they beat Tottenham 1-0 away. They beat Wolves 3-0 at home. They beat Burnley 2-0 away. And then they drew with Arsenal 1-1 at home. Fair play. Good result, you'd say, against Arsenal. The really confusing one was Leeds, the Leeds game, losing 3-1 away to Leeds. Don't know what really happened there for Chelsea in that game. And then Bournemouth, they had a visit to Bournemouth last time out and drew 0-0. So Everton have actually got better recent form than Chelsea. Obviously, the 1-1 away point against Sunderland. In that game, actually, we should have probably kicked on and took all 3 points. It was a really disappointing second half from Everton. But we went on to beat Fulham 2-0 at home. We beat Manchester United 1-0 away with 10 men. That's the rule, by the way. If you say we beat Manchester United 1-0, you've got to say with 10 men because it just makes it sound better. And then that really disappointing result against Newcastle at home, the one that really kicked us back down the street and, put a reality check back at the Hill Dickinson, lost 4-1 at home to Newcastle. But since then, good result against Bournemouth, 1-0. Bournemouth were poor, Everton were good. And 3-0 at home to Nottingham Forest. I was at the Hill Dickinson Stadium last week for the Sean Dyche's return and just loved getting 3 points. I thought Everton were fantastic. I thought Forest were poor for the majority of the game. They actually looked like they give up at one point in the second half. 20-30 minutes to go. I think they gave up. They didn't want to get back in the game, and I think they just stopped running. So it's a really interesting two informed teams. It should be a good match today. You'd say Chelsea, of the last 6 home games, they've won 3, drew 1 and lost 2. In Everton's last 6 away games, again, won 3, lost 2 and drew 1. So it's quite even. We just haven't had a successful time at Stamford Bridge as of late. But when we look at the league table, 3 points today could take us up to 27 points, which would be a really positive step and a really good points total at this stage of the season. Could go up to 4th in the league, depending on other results this weekend. Chelsea, again, on 25 points, only 1 point ahead of Everton at the moment. They'll be looking for 3 points, get themselves back in contention and back in with the title race. They've slipped the last few games. They'll be disappointed because they were in a positive position 3 or 4 games ago, but they've just slipped down the rankings. So, yeah, if you're going to put a prediction on it, give me some predictions in the chat. Let me know what you think the score's going to be today. I'm going to go my prediction of... Now, if I was going to say an Everton win, I'd say 2-1. I don't think we'll keep a clean sheet. I think a more realistic result would be if we were to get a point away at Stamford Bridge. I'd take that all day long. I'd be happy with a point here today. But we will see. It's a really unpredictable Everton side this year. You don't really know what you're going to get game on game. It's a bit like life's like a box of chocolates. You never know which one you're going to get. But it's like that with Everton at the minute. We're at home to Newcastle and we think we'll turn these over here. They've got a poor away record, and we end up conceding 4 goals and conceding 1 in the first minute. And then against Nottingham Forest, Sean Dyche coming back, you think, they could do us here. Dyche coming back, he's going to want to put on a really strong performance, and we go blow them away. So really confusing, but like I say, we'll take it on. We will see what we do here at Stamford Bridge. There's going to be a really strong Everton following. What I'd really love is for everyone to get involved. Please do get on the chat, whether you're watching on Twitch, the restricted view, you're watching on X or YouTube, the Toffee Blues at Everton newsfeed as well on the socials. So put in the comments, let me know, keep me abreast with your thoughts as we go through the match. We are about 5 minutes away from the start of the game. I'm going to get a quick drink and we're going to be back really soon with the kickoff for Chelsea versus Everton. Stay tuned. Give me 2 minutes. And we're back. Where are we? Here we are. So we're getting ready for kickoff. Chelsea versus Everton at Stamford Bridge. So the script today is I'll be watching the game on my screen and just be talking along. So if you're watching on your device, you'll be able to watch along with me. And we'll be talking about the game. I'll have a timer up the top here, so you'll be able to see exactly what minute I'm on during the game. There may be a small delay because of how the stream works. So if you want to pause your stream and get onto the same minute as I am, we can watch it together, or you can just watch my reaction as the game unfolds. But the teams are out. The teams are just coming out now onto Stamford Bridge. I am going to stick my headphones on, so I'll be able to hear exactly what is going on within the match. And yeah, we'll watch along. It looks Chelsea have got world champions on their tunnel as they walk out. It's a little bit embarrassing, isn't it? Don't know what you think about the Club World Cup, but I wasn't a fan of it. Didn't think. I thought it was just like a money-making exercise. I mean, in years to come, it might be something worthwhile, something to watch. But right now, I'm not having it. So just getting all my streams ready, just making sure I can see all your comments. So we've got a 1-0 prediction in the YouTube comments. I'll take a 1-0 win all day long. Chelsea's lineup, we've got Sanchez in goal. Look like they're playing a 4-2-3-1. Gusto at right back. Charblo, Fofana and Cucurella at the back. They've actually got on the lineups Reece James and Enzo Fernandez in midfield. I'm not too sure if Reece James is going to start in a 2 in midfield. But they've got 3 attacking players across the middle, Neto, Palmer and Garnacho. Garnacho's just an absolute tool, isn't he? And nobody likes Garnacho. With João Pedro up front. I like João Pedro. I think he's a decent player. I think he's been a little bit inconsistent for Chelsea so far this season. Let's hope he is for the rest of the season, eh? At least for this game, anyway. Moisey's Everton. I've already gone through the lineups, but we'll just recap again. Jordan Pickford in goal. A back 4 of O'Brien, Tarkowski, Keane and Mikolenko. James Tarkowski is captain today in the absence of Seamus Coleman. We've got James Garner and Idrissa Gana-Gueye in midfield. Of course, Gana-Gueye first game back since his suspension at Old Trafford. Ndiaye, Dewsbury Hall and Grealish are playing just behind Tierney, Barry. And come on, Barry, this is the game, innit? Obviously, Barry got that goal against Forest, his first one. And he now just needs to kick on. Now's the time where you think, okay, let's go, Barry. That gave you a bit of confidence. He should be absolutely on top of the world. Let's do this. Got someone watching from Texas in the comments. Hello, thank you for tuning in to the Toffee Blues. My name's Martin. You can find me at Restricted EFC on X and on Instagram and all those socials as well. So please do give me a follow. Connect up. But interesting game here today. Let's see what Chelsea are all about. Mikolenko having a word with Dewsbury Hall before. Everton in their sexy cream kit, which I believe is a fan favourite. You know, I see a lot of people liking that kit. Be interesting to see Dewsbury Hall today, going back to Chelsea, back to Stamford Bridge. You know, he's going to be right up for it. We are just about to kick off here. Like I say, I might be slightly delayed to what you're watching. If I am, it's you can see my reaction to whatever happens. And we're kicked off. Everton currently playing left to right. Pickford with the long ball up, heading towards Barry, who wins the ball. Knocks it down to Dewsbury Hall, and Grealish is currently holding Gusto. Now, Gusto's got his Grealish's arm there, and he's actually just pulling on his arm. But the referee today, let's see who the referee is, because that's always an interesting point. Because to be fair, it's a free kick already. I mean, the ref hasn't give it, but it should be a free kick. Don't know who the ref is today. If anyone knows who the ref is today for this game, pop it into the comments for me. Grealish playing with his collar up today, like the absolute lovely man that he is. One for the mums, Grealish, any? One for the Everton mums. Jake O'Brien gets the ball here at right back position. Oh, and that's a nice one too. Early on, where Ndiaye, he does check back, plays it back to Idrissa Gana. I thought O'Brien could go on there. He had space in front of him to run onto. I'll try to do a bit of a commentary as well, just in case you aren't watching and you just want some updates. I'll keep you updated on what's happening on the pitch. O'Brien on the right, he tries to whip a ball down the line, and Cucurella gets a block in. Looks like he put his hands up there, but... So Chelsea happy. It's not an electric start from Chelsea in the first minute or two. Doesn't look like they'll be pressing Everton really high. Chelsea with the ball now on the back line. Just played it back to the keeper. Again, not a real huge intensity as Chelsea kicked this match off. More just like a possession-based game, I would say. They just seem happy keeping hold of the ball. John Terry's actually sounds like he's on the commentary for the stream I'm watching, which must be a new thing. I haven't heard him too much. Referee is Tom Bramall. Thank you very much for that. Please do give us a like and follow if you are watching today's stream and you're enjoying it. And let us know the feedback, what you think about the watch-alongs as well. Quite a new concept for the Toffee Blues. Hopefully, we get a lot of viewers, a lot of likes, and we'll continue to do them. So Chelsea with the ball now inside the Everton half. Cole Palmer is playing today. Saw something about Cole Palmer in the week. The Chelsea manager talking about his injuries as of late. Doesn't know whether he's still got a niggling groin problem. He can play one game, feel no effect, play another game and have a bit of an issue. So a bit of a worry for England's World Cup hopes. Hopefully he comes off injured against today. But here's Chelsea coming down Everton's right-hand side. Garnacho tries to put a ball across and it goes out for a Chelsea corner. So some early Chelsea pressure here. Tarkovsky was the one who stopped the block and it goes out for a corner. Now this is a test for Everton because, you know, we're up and down from set pieces. Are we going to do well? Are we not going to do well? Reece James is the one standing over the ball to whip this in from the corner. The ball comes in towards the near post. Looks like there was a Chelsea head on it, and it's gone out for the goal kick. So it looks like Chelsea targeted that near post. Everton have had problems conceding from that near post in previous games. And it was just like a big scramble in the box there, but a Chelsea head got on it, and it's out for the goal kick. Everton take the goal kick. Tarkovsky actually takes the goal kick and passes it to Pickford. I hate it when they do this. Why can't Pickford just play a ball out? But anyway, Pickford then pings one to O'Brien and it goes back into Idrissa Gana. Gana gives it to James Garner, both in the centre of the midfield. And Everton have it in their own half. Maybe looking for a long ball. James Garner's on with possession right now. Looking for a run. Not much movement in front of him. He gives it to Jake O'Brien. Gives it to Ndiaye. Ndiaye turns on it, head towards goal. He step over, 1-2, and he hits it, and it looks like it's deflected out for a corner. Iliman Ndiaye is so dangerous when he's coming in from that right-hand side. Especially that step over, 1-2, cuts inside on his left foot. And we've seen him bend it into the top corner before now. He tries to do it again. Looks like it was going wide, but we get a corner. And for the first 5 minutes, you'd say, not a bad start. Nothing spectacular from either team, but certainly holding our own up to now. So Everton now with the corner. Looks like it's going to be James Garner. towards the near post. It's easily headed away from Cucurella, who's got to be the most disgusting Chelsea player I've ever seen in my life. He just does me head in. He's rolling on the floor all the time. He grows his hair so people can pull it. He's just an horrible player. Here's Grealish. We need a big... Oh, Grealish, lovely little ball in inside for James Garner. Again, who puts a ball in, low cross, and it's cut out from the first Chelsea defender. Didn't really clear the first person. Garner again on the edge of the box, swings at one, and it gets deflected and easily goes into the keeper's hands. So, interesting from Chelsea. Just, you don't know what Chelsea... I've not watched Chelsea too many times this season. Again, they're a team that you don't know what sort of Chelsea you're going to get. So, is it a Chelsea who are going to play a possession game, who want to knock the ball around, keep possession, and not really give you anything? Do they press you high up the field? It doesn't look like they're doing either of that at the moment. Like, now they've just tried a 40-yard pass down the wing. So, looks like they're able to mix it up, this Chelsea team. But Barry's on the ball here. Goes out for the Everton throw-in. Pretty much 3/4 of the way inside the Chelsea half. Everton keep possession of the ball. Back to Michael Keane. Plays it all the way back to Tarkowski. Back in Everton's half now. Adrissa Garner-Gay. Nice pass out to the right-hand side. Jake O'Brien. This way you want O'Brien to really drive forward and not just check back to Tarkowski. He does try a forward pass this time. It is misplaced, which is fine. Because I'd rather than play a forward ball and it's misplaced rather than just play safe and play it back to a defender. We'll certainly miss Idrissa Gana and Iliman Ndiaye. They go over to play in the Africa Cup of Nations after this match. I mean, we haven't really got a ready replacement for Ndiaye on that right-hand side. We've got Tyler Diblin, the £40 million wonder kid that hasn't played much football for Everton up to now. I just don't see him starting in a David Moyes side right now because he's not even given that much time off the bench. So is he ready to just throw him in? I'm not too sure. You've got a feeling maybe Charlie Alcaraz will play almost like an inside forward, but maybe fill that role. That would be my prediction what David Moyes will do. I'd like to see Tyler Diblin, get a chance and see what he can do in that position, but I'm just not too sure David Moyes trusts him right now. Dwight McNeil's another option. Again, not had much football as of late, but looked good in his cameo against Nottingham Forest when he came on. But at that time, Nottingham Forest had given up. Everton on the ball here, and Ndiaye picks it up on the halfway line. Starts to make a run into the centre down Chelsea's defence. Plays a ball out to the right-hand side. Jake O'Brien tries to get on the end of it, but it goes out for an Everton throw-in. And Cucurella is absolutely furious at the assistant referee. The linesman just shakes his head and just like, oh, shut up. It was a strong challenge, but it goes out for an Everton throw. Jake O'Brien looks like he's going to put a really long one into the box. Maybe targeting Tarkowski or Keane at Chelsea's near post. It does go in towards Tarkowski. Doesn't get his head on it. It's cleared away. Garner-Gay picks up possession of the ball. Plays it back to Everton's deepest player, Mikolenko, on the halfway line. And then spreads it out to Everton's left-hand side. I think that's in those situations where we have a throw-in or we have a set-piece and we have our defenders up the pitch. If it does get cleared out in the first initial phase, get it back in the box. Just turn and get it back in the box again, rather than playing it all the way back to Mikolenko on the halfway line. You're just wasting an opportunity. Ten minutes gone here. Chelsea and Everton fairly even up to now. Here's Chelsea powering forward on their right-hand side. Looks like Neto gets displaced. Everton tried to find Barry up at the top of the pitch, but it goes out for a Chelsea throw-in. Strange that Chelsea still haven't got a sponsor as well. So just Chelsea shirt has just got the Nike badge, the Chelsea logo, and the Club World Cup emblem. But they still haven't got a sponsor. I wonder how long it is they haven't had a sponsor for. It doesn't really matter because they'll sell another hotel or something soon, won't they? So it's not like they're short for a few quid. Seems is Reece James gone down now under the challenge from Jack Grealish. I mean, Reece James just made the glass, isn't he? Doesn't look like he's injured, but you just look at his record. He gets a stamp on the foot there, to be fair. But you look at his records, and he's just you can't rely on him. Like, he'll play 3 or 4 games and just get injured again. But there's not many games on at 3 o'clock here today. Just having a look at the 3 o'clock kickoffs. There's only us and Liverpool and Brighton on at the same time at 3 o'clock today. Then Burnley, Fulham at R5. Arsenal at Wolves at 8 o'clock tonight. Just due to the European football. So there's more games. There's 5 games on tomorrow. And only 4 on today on a Saturday in the Premier League, which is just a sign of the times, really, isn't it? So not a huge amount actually happening so far in the match so far. As you can see from here, at the moment, you look at the stats, 50 no shots on target. So there's not actually much between the two teams just now in terms of stats. With it being a 0-0 game, no shots, it's not a huge amount to talk about right now. But from Everton's perspective, you would rather it be a quiet game, because if we can keep Chelsea quiet for as long as possible, then I suppose that's David Moyes' game plan. Not let them get into a flow, not let them get into a rhythm of getting shots away and attacking phases. So, a little bit worrying. Dewsbury Hall has gone down. He's got physios with him on the pitch at the moment. Don't know if he's touching his hamstring here. It looks like Everton might be forced into a change here inside 13 minutes of Stamford Bridge. It'd be really, really disappointing for Dewsbury Hall if he does suffer an injury at this stage of the season. He's been in such good form, just started scoring goals. He has felt a tweak in the hamstring. He's holding his hamstring. He's stretching. I mean, usually when you feel your hamstring, that's it. You don't risk it because it may just go. It does look like Charlie Alcaraz is going to come on. And that's a bit of a disaster for Everton inside 15 minutes. Dewsbury Hall is to go off with a hamstring injury. Dewsbury Hall walks off the pitch. The Everton fans and the Chelsea fans, to be fair, give him a round of applause. He's got to be absolutely gutted. Not only does he go off with a hamstring injury, he goes off at Stamford Bridge, the home of his previous club. He heads straight down the tunnel. Moisey's there, having a word with Leighton Baines. Just seeing what we can actually do. It does look like Charlie Alcaraz is going to come on. It was either going to be Charlie Alcaraz or Timmy Abunim. Looks like it is going to be Alcaraz who gets the nod. And Alcaraz probably unlucky to find himself on the bench for the start of this game. But it looks like it'll be Alcaraz who just fulfills that number 10 role that Dewsbury Hall normally occupies. So let's see how he does. But obviously, again, if it's a hamstring injury, we're talking weeks, aren't we? You know, weeks recovery time, which is not ideal, especially as we've already talked about losing Idrissa Gana Gueye and Iliman Ndiaye to the African Cup of Nations after this game. On comes Charlie Alcaraz. Come on, Alcaraz, lads. Need a big performance here. Oh, it's a bit of a disaster, that. A bit of a disaster. Let me know in the thoughts what you think about what our solutions are going forward. No Ndiaye, no Dewsbury Hall after today. just how that team will look. So what would the forwards four be there? So you'd say Barry up front, Grealish on the left, but that number 10 role on the right, that's really up for grabs now. It may be a time just to throw Tyler Diblin in on the right and just go, okay, you know what? See what you can do. Needs must sometimes, you know, and that's how players get their opportunities sometimes as well. They come on in difficult situations and you just learn on the job. Just get to it. Gutted for Dewsbury Hall. Is anybody going to be watching any of the Africa Cup of Nations, by the way? Let me know if on the comments. Do you watch it? Do you watch any of the games? Will you be watching the games that just the Everton players are involved in? I don't tend to watch it as a competition, but I probably will tune in to some games throughout the tournament. Just out of interest, really. Again, it depends on timings and things like that, what times the matches are, but it's definitely some decent football on show. But Everton have got a free kick inside their own half. Tarkowski takes it. He angles it towards Jack Grealish. Jack Grealish doesn't even attempt to get up for the header. Chelsea gets on. I think it was Neto. Alcaraz picks the ball up on the left-hand side. Powers forwards. Flips it over to Grealish, who takes Gusto on, one-on-one. But Neto goes over and just fouls Grealish. Really silly challenge near the corner flag. It's going to be an Everton free kick in a dangerous position. And again, this is what Everton wants. If we can get loads of free kicks and set pieces in and around the Chelsea box, it was easily a foul. A really silly challenge for Neto to put in on Grealish. Yeah, really good points from DW284 in the YouTube chat there, just saying it could force the Everton board into doing some business in the Chelsea in the transfer window. Now we've lost Dewsbury Hall and Dye. But here's a free kick now. Gets whipped in towards the near post. And Chalobah gets his head on it and puts it over for Everton corner. Again, we're not really attacking these balls, though. The balls are coming into the box. We've had a couple of corners now, a couple of set pieces. Long throw-ins towards the box. And we're not even looking like we're challenging for the ball. So we need a little bit more urgency in that box there. We've got some good height in there. We need to just be reading when these balls are coming in and getting our heads on them. Everton have gone short from this corner. Grealish has got it. He's one-on-one with Palmer. He's faked across a few times. He's got onto his left foot. He does whip a ball in. Goes towards the back post. Tarkowski puts one inside the box. Oh, and it just gets cleared. It was bobbling around the 6-yard box. But it gets cleared out by a Chelsea defender. That could have gone anywhere. The ball was bobbling about there. It just needed a poacher in the box to put his toe on it and put it into the Chelsea net. You just need a fox in the box there and then positions, something we don't have. And Dye with the ball on the right-hand side here. He's one-on-one against Gusto. I don't know what Gusto's doing over there, but Gonagay whips the ball in, flicks on, comes outside the box. Charlie Alcaraz plays it all the way back to Mikolenko on the left-hand side. And Everton start again, trying to build the play up. To be fair, we started really well. First 20 minutes. Oh, Tarkowski's give the ball away. He slipped. It gives it to Enzo Fernandez, but Enzo Fernandez gives the ball away really cheaply again. Nobody wants to keep possession. Here's Ndiaye with a shot, and it goes straight into the keeper's hands. Yeah, both teams a little bit wasteful in possession there. To be fair, in the first 20 minutes, I'd say Everton have started better than Chelsea. In terms of chances, there's not been a huge amount of chances in the game so far. But for what we have had, and the corners and the throw-ins and the free kicks, and the moments in the game so far, I'd say Everton have been the better team in the first 20 minutes. Let's keep it up. But yeah, it'll be really interesting to see what Everton do in the January transfer window. With being light on numbers, we do look really light in midfield and on the wings now, don't we? I mean, again, if you were not given a chance to Diblin, then we need some additions. Oh, Palmer's got through. He is one-on-one with Pickford, and he scores. That comes out of nowhere. It really does. It's Chelsea 1-0, and it's a really, really disappointing start for Everton. Cole Palmer has done absolutely nothing in the game, and within 10 seconds, he's one-on-one with Jordan Pickford, and it's a goal. It starts off here. Is it Reece James just powers forward into the Everton midfield? It's one ball through, and it cuts the Everton defence in half. It's Gusto with the ball, plays it in between Mykolenko and Keane, and it's just one through ball. Palmer goes through. He goes one-on-one against Jordan Pickford, and he slots it. It's 1-0 Chelsea. And it's so easy. It's so easy, that one ball. Don't get me wrong, it's a piece of class from Palmer. Great finish. But really disappointing for Everton to be cut open like that. But that's what Palmer gives you. That's what world-class players can do. But you've got to think there needs to be a little bit more awareness there from the Everton defence. Gusto was like an inverted fullback. He just appeared in midfield and he played a through ball in the middle, in the space between Michael Keane and Vitaly Mykolenko, and Palmer just run onto it. Perfectly weighted, and he finishes really clinically against Jordan Pickford. But Moyes not going to be happy. Chelsea are powering forward again here. They come on the Everton's right-hand side. A shot from Garnacho just goes over. But Chelsea look like they're turning the screw here a little bit. We give it away cheaply in midfield. Michael Keane loses possession in midfield there. Can't be losing the ball there. It's what Everton do sometimes. They get 1-0 behind and they sort of lose their heads a bit. So it's another really difficult game here at Stamford Bridge. Oh, and what is that? It's a terrible, terrible back pass. And Garnacho goes one-on-one through with Pickford, but puts it wide. Chelsea can't believe what's happening. It was a back pass from Charlie Alcaraz. He puts his hands up and apologises, but you just can't do that. Charlie Alcaraz, under pressure, plays it back to, I don't know if he plays it back to Jordan Pickford or Tarkowski, but he plays it back and Garnacho runs onto it. Tries to take it round Jordan Pickford, but put it into the side netting. And Everton have had an absolute nightmare 5 minutes. We're lucky it's still 1-0. Pickford's flipping out, shouting at Charlie Alcaraz. To be fair, he deserves it. But Everton just need to calm down here and manage this game right now. We can't let the game run away from us here. Everton got possession of the ball. Illiman and Dyer's gone down. Looks like he was caught by Cucurella, but the game's continued. And actually just saying on the commentary how little was going on in the match up until that goal. There really wasn't anything special happening. And Dyer's got a knock on the thigh. He looks like he's struggling a little bit. But it's probably a really important 10 minutes for Everton here. Don't fold easily, you know what I mean? Just stand up. It's going to be hard. You're probably going to backs to the wall for 5-10 minutes here. Chelsea going to put a bit of pressure on. They've got a bit of confidence from the goal. Let's just keep it tight and make sure the game doesn't run away from us. Everton look really open though, to be fair. There's big gaps in certain areas of the pitch, and Chelsea could exploit that. Chelsea are one of them teams, good footballing team, good football IQs, where they will probably look for those areas of the pitch. And Cole Palmer, when you think he's having a quiet game, he just pops up, doesn't he? You can see why Chelsea struggle so much without him. or miss him so much when he doesn't play, especially in the big games. But Everton here are chasing shadows right now. Chelsea have just regained possession of the ball, and Everton can't get it off them. And when we do, we give it away cheaply. A few comments in the chat saying we've just lost our heads here since we've conceded that goal. I think we have a little bit. I think we just need, like I say, that 5 minutes to just put our foot on the ball. We need some experienced heads in there to say, okay, let's slow this game down a little bit here and not concede another one cheaply. Then we can probably just try and insert ourselves back into the game again. Chelsea came out of absolute nowhere with that goal. Like I said, they haven't had a shot on target before then. But Everton probably just inviting pressure onto ourselves at the minute. Just again, knocking the ball about in defence there, Tarkowski and Keane. Just a sloppy pass over to Michael Keane, who lets it run right through him. And it goes out for a Chelsea throw-in. And we're just inviting a bit of pressure. So away from home, should we just not be compact there and just go direct? And just get the defenders up the pitch? You know, it's a difficult couple of games coming up. You know, we've got Arsenal after Chelsea, so it's a difficult couple of games as we go into the Christmas period. Then we go away to Burnley. I think it's Burnley, isn't it, on the 27th? Is it 27th? I'll have to double check that. Yeah, because we haven't got a game on Boxing Day, have we? But we just keep giving the ball away. Yeah, we're just really wasteful in possession, and Chelsea are passing around us. Enzo Fernandez in midfield. Not really pressured on the ball. Chelsea have got it in defence. Gives it back to Enzo again. Again, I think Chelsea are really patient in possession sometimes. Like they don't really feel the need to urgently move the ball, but when they do decide to attack and counter-attack, they do it with pace. So you think you've got them contained at 1 minute, but they'll switch the ball and then attack really quickly. Here's Palmer on the ball, outside the box. Looked like he was going to take a shot. Doesn't. Everton still, Chelsea still with possession. Puts the ball in the box. Endo gets a header on attempt on goal, and Pickford just picks it up. Of all the people, when Chelsea cross it into the box, I wouldn't expect Enzo Fernandez to be the one unmarked inside the box and get a free header on goal. But Everton defence, again, you know, these balls are going into the box and no Everton defenders getting the head on them. I'm a little bit worried about our defence here. Another ball goes into Everton's box this time. Pickford collects, rolls it out short on Michael Keane. And again, putting ourselves under pressure, playing short, getting closed down really quickly. Can we not just go a little bit more direct there from Jordan Pickford? Don't know why we're going short and putting ourselves in trouble. We've lost the ball already, and Chelsea come at us again. Got to think about how we get ourselves back into this game. Let me know in the chat what we think is our best option right now. Do we just go for it? Do we just go guns blazing and just go, you know what, let's just push up as much as we can, pressure as much as we can from the front, and let's try... Oh, is that not a foul for just gone again in the middle? The ref says no. Cucurella switches the ball to the right. Neto on the edge of the box shoots, and it's blocked. But there was a shout there for a foul in the middle on Idrissa Gana Gueye. Looks like Everton have got a player down here as well. It's Mikalenko. Mikalenko's gone down. I think he's just trying to buy himself a little bit of time here, Everton. But there was no doubt a foul in the middle of the pitch there on Idrissa Gana Gueye, which the referee decided to ignore. Yeah, it was a definite foul. Enzo Fernandez just absolutely clatters Gana Gueye. Nothing given. Not the best from the referee here. I feel like we've got the same problem here at right back. I think it's the fact that when we're attacking down our right hand side, we've got Illiman and Dye, of course we have, but the right back, Jake O'Brien, he's just not an attacking solution. Like, we just can't attack from the fullbacks. He's never going to link up play and get to a byline and whip a ball in. And that's what I want to see a fullback do. Illiman and Dye, when he gets the ball, he wants to come inside. It leaves so much space on Everton's right-hand side for an attacking right back. We just haven't got that when Jake O'Brien starts. James Garner's on the pitch, where he's playing in the middle. I'd much rather say Tim Irabunam in there and have Garner at right back and just give us an outlet. But David Moyes has gone with his favourite back four, what he seems to be at the moment, and that's with Jake O'Brien at right back. And I'm not blaming O'Brien. He is a centre-back. Normally, that's his trade. So I'm not digging him out. It's just the fact that it just gives us nothing going forward whatsoever. Here's João Pedro inside the box. The ball goes back to Jordan Pickford. He picks it up. It's not a back pass. He rolls it out to James Garner. James Garner with the ball now. Coming inside the Chelsea half. Gives it to Ndiaye. Ndiaye plays it inside to Charlie Alcaraz, who turns on it, looks up, and plays a long ball over to the left-hand wing. Grealish picks it up. He's running at Gusto. Puts a ball into the box, and it's deflected out off Fofana for a corner. That's a bit more what we need to do. Just get the ball down the wings and get a ball in. Let's just be really proactive in doing that. Move the ball as quickly as we can. Get a ball in. It was going towards Charlie Alcaraz at the near post. It's gone out for an Everton corner. Come on, Everton. A goal here. Get us back to 1-1. And then we've got something to fight for. Just gone past the half-hour mark. Tarkovsky's gone up. O'Brien's gone up. Keane's gone up for this corner. Good delivery needed. Comes in from Garner. Oh, and a Chelsea head on it again first. We don't get a head on that corner. Grealish picked the ball up. Gives it to Alcaraz. Everton on the right-hand side. Garner whips another ball in. Oh, and again, a Chelsea head on it first. We're just not getting our head to the ball here. Every time it goes out, we're not getting the ball. So it's a bit of a problem. Like I say, I've already mentioned it on the stream, but it just seems like Everton just aren't winning the headers, defensively or attacking. Is Pedro Neto coming inside the Everton box now? Keane clears it out. Grealish trying to battle for the ball back in midfield. He loses out to Gusto. It's a really good battle on that left-hand wing for Everton between Grealish and Gusto for Chelsea. It's one. Oh, Neto's got the ball on the Chelsea right-hand side. Coming inside. Michalenko's follows him. He's now hands them over to Grealish. Ball gets played onto the right again. Gusto's out there this time. Gives it to Palmer inside the Everton box. Palmer again lays it off to Neto, who heads his head down, hits one, and it goes over Pickford's bar, out for the Everton goal kick. And it was a shot there from about 30 yards from Neto. Just let one rip. It was never troubling Pickford, to be fair. Ten minutes to go before half time. And you've got to think, Everton can score a goal here. It's not a game where you think we're never going to score in a million years. We're going to get chances. If you are enjoying the content here at the Toffee Blues, my name is Martin. I'm from the Restricted View. You can find me at Restricted EFC. Please give me a follow. And if you like this content, please give it a like. It really does help us out on all our channels. Thank you very much. Ndiaye battling, trying to get the ball. He's battling inside his own Everton half, plays a ball forward to Barry. Barry's really been a passenger in this game. I don't remember him actually touching the ball all that often. Maybe we'll try and get some stats at half time. But Barry really hasn't affected the game at all. Hasn't been able to get his head on the ball at all. It's almost like the game's passed Barry by at the moment. And we haven't given much service, don't get me wrong. We haven't played balls into him. We haven't done anything too much to help Barry, but you can just tell there's not been much in there. Looking at the touches here, let's see if we can get Everton's touches so far, just to see exactly what he has. If he has touched the ball. Everton got a free kick here, though, with James Garner inside Chelsea's half. Garner bends one round towards the back post. Tarkovsky gets his head on it. It just puts it wide. But it's a great chance. He could possibly have got that on target. Maybe he should have done a little bit better. He was onside as well. But just have a look at the Everton touches here in the match so far. The player with the most touches has been James Garner with 26 touches. Mikalenko 25. All the way down here, Tierno Barry. He's got less touches than Dewsbury Hall had. And Dewsbury Hall went off after 15 minutes. We're now on the 37th minute. So, really, Barry has not been in the game whatsoever. 7 touches in the entire match. And you can see why now I'm calling him a passenger in the match. Because he's really done not much. Here's Pickford with possession. Plays out of his own box. Gives this to Charlie Alcaraz in midfield. He's getting pressured by Chelsea. He gives this to Jake O'Brien. And Jake O'Brien goes on a crazy run down the right-hand side. He's going to get a nosebleed in a minute. He's never done that. He puts the ball in. It's a good ball as well. He gives it to Ndiaye, but Ndiaye just takes an air swipe and he completely misses the ball. And that's what I've been asking for Jake O'Brien to do. Just go on a run. And he did it. And to be fair, he put a decent ball in as well. If he can start doing that a little bit more, now he's got the ball on the right-hand side here. He plays the ball forward to Garner Gay. Garner Gay, can he find someone in the box? Oh, he puts one across the face of the box. But nobody's there to tap it in. Barry throws himself at it, but he misses the ball completely. Everton have had a couple of really good opportunities here to at least get a shot on goal. In a dangerous position. And we've missed it both times. Unbelievable couple of chances there for Everton. We've got 5 minutes to go. We're on the 39th minute. We're going to be approaching half-time really soon. And we just need to get a toe on one of these that goes across the box. We've had the ball inside the Chelsea 6-yard box. But there's just been no one there to put the ball in the back of the net. And that's where you want your striker. But unfortunately, Barry's just not been there on 2 occasions now. Just seeing a replay of the Everton chance. It's Garner Gay gets onto inside the Chelsea box on the right-hand side. He puts a box right across the 6-yard box, right in front of the keeper. And Barry throws himself at it, but it goes through Barry's legs. Barry slides, tries to throw himself at the ball, and it goes through his legs. Unbelievable, Jeff. It's just that how unlucky can you get? But I really love the fact that, imagine if we had 2 really good attacking fullbacks. How good would it be? I mean, that's the hope. I just hope in January. I know we need a striker. I know we're losing Ndiaye and we probably need, maybe a wide player. I'm not too sure, but how good would a right back, a good boss attacking right and left back be? Here's O'Brien on the right-hand side, puts a ball in. It wasn't a bad ball, to be fair. Put it into a dangerous position. It was cleared out by Chelsea. And again, when we're attacking, we're getting these balls in the box. We're just not getting anybody on the end of it. Everton recycled the ball though, back with Michael Keane on the halfway line. Gets his head up, finds Charlie Alcaraz. Alcaraz controls, plays out to Everton's right, and O'Brien's on the overlap. He plays it to O'Brien, whips a ball in. Oh, he tries to chip a ball in towards the back post. But it's a poor execution, and it goes out over Chelsea's crossbar for the goal kick. Moisey's got his hands on his hips. He's looking like, what on earth was that? But that's what happens when you play a centre-back, right back, innit? So, it's disappointing, but you can't blame him. But given the fact that it's 1-0, given the fact that Chelsea are leading in this match, Everton have had some of the best chances in the match so far. It's just the fact that we haven't been able to take them. And stop me if you've heard that before, but is that a familiar story? O'Brien now, back with the ball, gives it back to Tarkowski, plays it over to Keane. Everton have just got it in the back line. Pickford now, again, back to Keane. Just need to get the ball up the pitch, get some of our midfield players on the ball, not our defenders. Again, goes all the way back to Pickford, and we start again. Pickford this time goes direct, plays a long ball towards O'Brien, who's advanced inside the Chelsea half. There's a bit of a scramble for the ball and it goes out for the Everton throw-in. Halfway inside Chelsea's half. But again, we go direct. We cause a bit of uncertainty and we get a throw-in. We decide not to go long with it. And Jake O'Brien just takes it and throws it back to Tarkowski. Again, bit of a waste if you ask me. We look like we are trying to keep hold of the ball. Jake O'Brien here. Now with James Garner in the centre. He's looking for Charlie Alcaraz, is he? Nope. Nothing's on. Goes all the way back to Tarkowski. Tarkowski plays a 50-yard crossfield ball, looking for Grealish. Grealish gets behind Gusto, comes inside the box. Can he hit it? It won! It won! Oh! He tries to flick it past the keeper. I think he tries to dink it, but the keeper just stands up and catches it. Grealish had a great chance there. He was almost coming in on an angle near the front post. He's got to decide whether he plays it and squares it inside the Chelsea box or he shoots himself. I think he shoots. For me, he just should put his foot through it, hit it with power. He doesn't. He goes for the dink, and it was probably the wrong choice. But once again, Everton, another great opportunity. Again, just not taking on opportunities. But as we approach our time, Everton, the better sides, the better chances. If we just get a goal here before half time, it might make the second half completely different. Here's Ndiaye down the Everton's right-hand side. He's finding Charlie Alcaraz, who plays a ball over to O'Brien. O'Brien gets it, whips a ball in. It's blocked. And Chelsea clear it out. Everton still putting the pressure on, win the ball back. Inside Chelsea's off. O'Brien's got it. Looks like he's going to whip a ball in. No, gives it to Ndiaye. Garner. Garner now puts a ball in, but it's too close to the goalkeeper. Keeper just picks it up. And Chelsea are on the attack now. It's end-to-end stuff. Neto on the right-hand side, running at Mykolenko. He goes past Mykolenko, inside Everton's box. Yep, 2-0. Neto strolls past Mykolenko, puts a ball inside, cuts a ball back, and Gusto, is that Gusto? Scores. It's 2-0, and again, you know what? It's completely against the run of play. Again. So it's a quick attack from the goalkeeper. Chelsea play it out. Gusto travels the ball inside the Everton half, gives it to Neto. Neto, with his pace, beats Mykolenko, gets past him inside the Everton box, pulls the ball back, central inside the box, and Gusto's just there to finish it off. Tarkowski comes over, slides, but is nowhere near getting the ball. and it goes inside Jordan Pickford's left-hand post, at his near post. Pickford can't get a hand to it, can't keep it out of the net. And really, again, against the run of play, Chelsea show how decisive they are when they go forwards and how clinical they are. And when you're clinical, you finish chances and you score goals. You've got to say Everton have been the better side, have had the better chances. But Chelsea have scored 2 goals. And that's our Everton right now. It's absolutely gutting because you feel like you're putting all that effort in. Grinding and working and absolutely everybody killing themselves to fight for the ball and work it back and try and play the ball through and get in positive positions. We have to work so hard to get an opportunity. And then we can't finish. And then Chelsea don't have to work hard at all. 2 counter-attacks, 2 brilliant pieces of play, and score a goal straight away. It's heartbreaking. You've got to look, and we can look at the right-back situation and say, yeah, maybe James Garner should be playing at right-back, and that might help us. But the fact is, we've had chances in this game. We've had the ball flash across Chelsea's 6-yard box on a couple of occasions. And we haven't had a striker who's been able to put the ball in the back of the net. And that's the difference today between the 2 teams. One team's been clinical in front of goal, and the other hasn't. We're now in injury time. We've got 3 minutes. It's going to be 3 minutes added on. We're just approaching the end of that now. The ref's about to blow his whistle for half-time. And Chelsea are going to go in here 2-0 ahead. And if you're watching, you know, it's... You can say it's not deserved because Everton have had the better chances. But it's all about putting the ball in the back of the net. If you've got players that can put the ball in the back of the net, you're going to win football matches. Chelsea come off the pitch, they're smiling all on the faces. They know they haven't been the better team there, but they've been able to put the ball in the back of the net. Right, we are going to have a quick break during 15 minutes during half-time. When I come back, we'll look at the stats. We will look at some of the Everton possession and what we did with it. And then we'll prep ourselves for the second half. Massive second half to come. I do think we can score a goal. I think there's goals in this for Everton. We just need to put the ball in the back of the net. Whether Barry stays on, whether Beto comes on, I don't know. But stay with us. We're going to have a quick break. And then we will come back for the second half here on the Toffee Blues. While I'm gone, give us a follow, give us a like, and let us know that you want more of this content. And we'll be back with more. And we're back. Let's have a look. We're back. Okay, so just trying to digest that first half, really. What are we thinking? 2-0 half time. Let's have a little look on social media, see what the reactions are at the moment. If you are on social media, give me a follow at restricted EFC. Restricted, like obviously the restricted view that we had at Goodison. Just having a look, there's obviously a lot of criticism for things like Mikalenko. 2 goals coming down Everton's left-hand side, which completely agree. I absolutely hate watching Mikalenko try to be a footballer. That's an interesting comment. For those Evertonians insisting that Mikalenko is an adequate fullback, we present you this first half. 0 attack and threat. Switches off on runners, too easily beaten on the wing. I get it as well. Absolutely screwed next week against Arsenal. No Ndai, no Garner, no Dewsbury Hall. It's going to be difficult, that. Again, what I said, it must be seeing how much space Chelsea getting down the right-hand side. Must be a temptation to get Jake O'Brien's getting down the right-hand side. Must be a temptation to get Tim in and throw Garner at right back. Yeah, we've talked about that, putting James Garner at right back and Tim Irabunam in the middle. That could be an option. Maybe give us an extra attacking intent. So, there's a lot of Mikalenko talk. Mikalenko, not fantastic down that left-hand side, especially for the second goal. Really poor. We look at some of the stats from that second half. Everton just with the 2 shots, Chelsea 8, which is probably more than you think when you're watching the game and you look back on it. Chelsea have had more possession, more passes, 90% pass accuracy to Everton's 83%. Still think we've had the better chances in the half, though. We just needed to try and put them away, and we haven't. It's been poor. Just having a look again at Everton's stats in terms of touches. Let's just see who's had the most touches. James Garner, middle of the park. You would imagine him to have one of the most touches in the game, and he has. He's got 39 touches so far. In the match, he's also had a shot. Jake O'Brien's had 35 touches. Tarkowski 30, Mikalenko 30, Pickford 26, Garnergate 25. If you look at this, the top 5 players for Everton with the most touches. One's a goalkeeper, 3 are defenders, and 1's a defensive midfielder. So it just shows you when Everton do get the ball, where we're really passing our passing patterns, our patterns of play. It's all defence to midfield to defence. And we're not actually getting the striker involved. Tierney Barry got 10 touches so far in the entire half. He's not had a shot. Charlie Alcaraz, who came on after 15 minutes, has had more touches than Barry. Critical on Barry, he definitely should have got himself a goal already in this match. He should have got on the end of one of them balls that went across the Chelsea box. And I just think he needs to do more to insert himself in that match. If he's not getting a touch of the ball, create yourself some space. Get in a bit of space where you do touch the ball. Just mix it up a little bit. Get yourself active. Have a feel of the ball. Because that's probably half the issue. When he does get a touch, when he is getting on the ball, when he does get a chance, he hasn't touched the ball for half an hour. So that's how rusty he is. He's snatching at it, or he's not connecting cleanly. So he definitely needs a little bit more. We definitely need a little bit more from our striker. On the flip side, João Pedro, Chelsea striker, has touched the ball 24 times compared to Barry's 10. So again, just shows you how both teams are performing at the moment. Everton, what can we do to get back in this second half? Let me know in the chat what you think we can do to insert ourselves in this game now and can we come out and score a goal early? I think we have to come out and score a goal early in the first 15 minutes to really have a chance of getting back in this game. The next goal will decide the game, probably. You know, if Chelsea get it, it's all over. It's all over. You know, we'll pack up and go home. We may as well. If we get one back, you never know. We could come back in this game. Just worries me. Like, where's the goal going to come from? Away from home here. Dewsbury Hall's gone off, who has been scoring goals for us. Ndiaye can score. Okay, maybe Ndiaye. Barry's not a goal scorer at the moment. I know he got one against Forest, but he's not, you know, he's not in great form. Grealish doesn't score that many goals. Charlie Alcaraz, as of late, again, not really a goal scorer. Who's going to pop up with a goal here? Is it going to be a set piece? A corner? A free kick? Is that how we get back in the game? Or we need a big, big turnaround here. And we need Barry to get on the end of something. Well, here we are. We're just about to kick off for the second half. Let's have a look. Are we off? Are we off? It's a Chelsea kick-off. Chelsea get us back underway at Stamford Bridge. Let's see what we can do. Yeah, so let me know in the chat. Let me know. Are we thinking, what is the way for Everton to get back into this match? Who is going to score next? Let's put it that way. Who's going to score next? Who will be the next person to score in this match? Let's think positive and think Everton. But who's going to get the Everton goal? Do we think Barry? Do you think Barry's going to get that goal? We're back underway for our sins. Just having a look, see what the score of the Liverpool match is now. Are they winning? Yeah, they're winning 1-0. It's going to be a tough day, this. Okay, come on, Everton. Let's do this. Stamford Bridge has been quiet. You don't even hear them at Stamford Bridge. No atmosphere. You watch them behind the goal as well, and there's no real... not like they've got any ultras, do you know what I mean? There's no massive, huge support there, bouncing up and down. It's quite quiet. Here's Garnett for Everton. Plays it out to Jake O'Brien on the right-hand side. O'Brien tries to bend the ball down the wing, aimed at Ndiaye or Barry, and Barry goes for it, but isn't able to get a touch on it. So them touches haven't gone up. Chelsea with possession on the right-hand side. Neto is running at Mikalenko. Decides to pass. I don't know why he decided to pass, because given the success he's had running at Mikalenko, just run at him. If I was him, just run at him. Oh, Chelsea just had another chance. Garnacho puts it wide. On this Everton left-hand side here, Chelsea have got it. It's Enzo Fernandez. Just picked it up outside the box, but bent one in towards the back post. And Garnacho runs onto it. Gets his foot on it. O'Brien's nowhere near him. But he can't direct it towards goal and it goes wide. It's a part of my problem. I just think every time it goes in, either of our boxes, defensive or attacking, Chelsea get on the end of it. It's like we never seem to get there first. I mean, I don't even rate Garnacho. I mean, he scored that. Okay, his highlight reel consists of that overhead kick he scored against Everton that time. That's about it. And you're right in the YouTube chat here. It's not a great Chelsea side, or it's not. It's certainly not a great Chelsea performance up to now. It's an average, mundane, run of the mill Chelsea performance, but they've scored two. Reece James puts a through ball through here to Garnacho. Garnacho loses possession of the ball. It's an Everton free kick. James Garner wins one. Pretty soft, to be honest with you. We've got options off the bench here today. We've got Beto on the bench. We've got Dwight McNeil, Tim Inabunam, Tyler Diblin. So there's bodies on the bench that can come off. Moisey tends to leave it until 60, 65 minutes. Of course, if he's not enforced to make a change. So, but the way this second half has started, we're 5 minutes in, and there's been really no promising Everton attack in the first 5 minutes. We haven't had a chance on goal. Barry again has not really touched the ball or had any sniff, so I wouldn't leave it too long to make a change. I'd be thinking we need to make a change quite quickly here. Because as this game goes on, I can only see right now Chelsea scoring the next goal rather than Everton. Pickford's got the ball. It's going to be a goal kick. We insist on going short. Passes it out to Keane. Keane back to Pickford. Pickford back to Tarkowski. Tarkowski flicks it to the right-hand side to O'Brien. And Everton passed away out of trouble. Charlie Alcaraz tries to power inside the Chelsea half, but he loses out to Reece James. And Chelsea clear the ball. Mikalenko gets a head on it. It's bouncing round. No one's really got the foot on it. No one's really taking control right now and gaining possession. It's all a bit sloppy. Palmer's got it though in Everton's half. Lays it back to Gusto. And again, Chelsea are quite content with just keeping possession for the time being. Everton are just banked in their own half. Not really interested in closing Chelsea down right now. Just inviting them onto us. There's a half-hearted press going on, but no one's really committing to it. We're not really committing with numbers for the press, so it's just one of them. It's almost like there's no point doing it. Do you know what I mean? Here's Gusto in the inverted. Gusto's playing like an inverted fullback, so as he's powering forwards, Neto's on the right-hand side. Gusto's just filling that midfield role, and he's just popping up in pockets of space, and he's causing Everton some problems. But let me know if you had two positions you could fill in this transfer window. What positions would you pick? I'd pick. I know we need a striker, but I'd pick right back and left back. What would you pick? I'd definitely pick a right back. Definitely pick a right back. Here's Mikalenko on the left hand side. Just found himself in a bit of space. Oh, and he has an opportunity just to whip a ball in. And he never hesitated. And then he just got tackled by Gusto and Chelsea won the ball back. Mikalenko just had the opportunity just to whip a ball in. Just do it first time. Just hesitated. It's frustrating. It's a frustrating watch this here today. Like, to be fair, different type of Everton fans in it. You get used to get skeptics, you get your optimistics. I'm somewhere in the middle. Do you know what I mean? I came into today's match thinking we could get a result here today if we play well. But at the same time, you sort of think, okay, Chelsea are a decent team. They're going to be top 4 thereabouts the end of the season. So you don't fully expect a result, but you think as the game goes on and you see the chances, you think, oh, we could have scored that. We could have done better there. So there's chances in the game. So that's where you get your bit of hope and you think, could have scored. You know what I mean? We could get at these. So yeah, fullback and a striker is the chat in the YouTube chat. Just saying what positions we can fill in January. If you had a wish list, if you had one position you could fill, fullback seemed to be one of the main options. But Everton down to bare bones now. Like, I think we were at 17 players before this game started of first team players. Chelsea have put a ball over the top here. Garnacho's in one-on-one with Pickford. And Garnacho's put one over the top. He's put it over the bar. But again, how did Garnacho get in there? It's a long ball from the keeper. It's a Route 1 ball, and it's gone right over the Everton defence. Garnacho's in 101, and he puts it over the bar. But that's so easy. It's so poor Everton defending. Just to be done at one ball, to be done by one ball. Not good, that. Not good. Jake O'Brien. It was over Jake O'Brien's head. It was down Chelsea's left, Everton's right. And Jake O'Brien just found himself wandering there. Here's Michael Keane displaced in midfield again. He's lost possession. Enzo Fernandez just took it off him. It was like just taking candy from a baby. It was looked really easy. I feel like Chelsea getting a bit of confidence here. Just keeping hold of the ball, knocking it round. I think they're sensing Everton haven't got a goal in them. And just starting to turn the screw here. 10 minutes into this second half, Everton haven't had a chance. I feel like we've got to make some changes soon. Here's Pedro Neto on the edge of Everton's box. Tries to thread the ball through to João Pedro. Doesn't quite come off. And it's eventually an Everton free kick. I can't see any changes. One change is about to happen, but it's not for Everton, it's for Chelsea. Cole Palmer's come off. Probably Chelsea feel like the game's done. Why does Moyes not put better one? Is a comment. I don't know. Moyes doesn't like making changes before about 60, 65 minutes. And Barry's been getting the nod. Barry's the chosen striker right now. And it's fair play. Give him a run of games, see what he can do. But games like today, when he's not in the game whatsoever, he's got the least touches of any Everton outfield player. And he's struggling. So we're not getting him the ball. It went across the box a few times. He couldn't get himself on the end of it. So yeah, I'd probably take him off. See him pop up with a goal now. I mean, I wouldn't even be bothered. But I think it's better time, to be honest. I'd probably get him on. Just ruffle a few feathers. Just make a change. It's an Everton corner on 58 minutes, though. All the big lads have come up for it. Garner's going to take it. Looks like it's going to be an outswinger. The ref's gone over to have a word with Jake O'Brien, who's jostling inside the box near the keeper. Oh, and the stream's died. It's always perfect timing, isn't it? So we've got a slight technical difficulty. Has Everton scored? Was it a goal from the corner? I don't know. It's gone off. I tell you what, I mean, if it was, I wouldn't even be bothered missing it. If it was a goal, I'd be happy. Give us 2 minutes. We're back. So it's still Chelsea 2-0. Yes, we are still 2-0. We've got O'Brien down here, injured. Looks like he's been in a collision with Garnacho. Looks like a poor challenge from Garnacho from my angle. O'Brien's gone down holding his leg. The referee actually didn't give it. He looked over to the linesman. The linesman gave the free kick. Just watching a replay now. Garnacho's gone in. It's a poor challenge. I don't see it being too bad. But it's certainly not great. But he's back on his feet. He's fine. He's able to continue. And I jostling with the ball here. He gets the better of Chalobah. He comes into Chelsea's box. Chalobah recovers, gets a tackle in. Everton still with the ball. James Garner lays it off to Grealish on the left-hand side. Grealish one-on-one. What can he do against Neto? Doesn't do that much in the end. He tries to go past him. And Chelsea get the free kick. Neto just falls on the floor. I don't think even Grealish touches him. Neto's actually laughing about it. Everton just not getting the rub of the green here. So I'm still looking for a change from Everton and David Moyes. Still nothing. I can't see any change about to happen. We're now an hour into the game. Of course, we've made the one change, which was forced. Dewsbury Hall went off inside 15 minutes. But surely there's something else that we can do. Is there anything we can do off the bench, Moisey? Give us a like, give us a watch if you are watching this at the Toffee Blues. I am Martin, and you can find me at Restricted EFC. Pickford plays it forwards. This is annoying. You've got to think of what avenue Everton get back into this match here. Are we happy just to play the game out at 2-0? It's almost like we need to be on the front foot here. We need to do something. It almost feels like we do a disservice to the players, you know, by just leaving the same players on there and just going, okay, you battle it out. Like, we're not going to do loads of changes, or we're not going to change your striker. We're not going to give you any fresh legs in the middle. Just get on with it. I feel like the players almost look at themselves and go, are we not making a change here? Like, have you ever played football where you feel like going to the manager, make a change, like, help us out? He's knackered. We've got fresh legs on the bench there. Can we not make a change? Garnacho's coming off. Chelsea are going to make another change. And we're back underway. Garnacho's now off. Back underway. Ndiaye on the right-hand side. He's looking backwards instead of going forwards, but he's not got that many options and not much movement ahead of him. Chelsea have had 74% possession so far in the second period. It just shows how Everton are struggling to really impose themselves on the ball. Jake O'Brien on the right-hand side. Again, not really doing anything, not really coming forward with the ball, just lays it off to Garner. We've got the ball here with the left-hand side with Grealish. Grealish one-on-one with Neto. Looking to power inside the box. Can he get past Neto? The ball's got inside. It's being cleared out. Back with Ndiaye. O'Brien puts a ball in from deep. Headed towards Grealish. Grealish gets a head on it. And it gets tipped over the bar. It almost looks like it was going over anyway. But the keeper, Sanchez, gets a tip on it. Gets fingertips on it. And puts it over the bar. It's out for the Everton corner. It was onside at the back post. Gets his head above Neto. Neto maybe feels like a little push maybe inside the box, but I'm not too sure. Garner's going to take this corner. Now, this is an opportunity. We need to do something with this corner. Nope, nothing comes of it. And Chelsea are powering forwards with João Pedro. João Pedro he eventually loses it to Ndiaye. Ndiaye gets tangled with Cucurella. There's a little bit of handbags between Ndiaye and Cucurella. Nothing really going there. Again, Cucurella is just a horrible, horrible player. Cucurella there, he almost goes in two-footed, but he like jumps onto the ball with 2 feet. Still a little bit dangerous, but this referee hasn't done a thing all match anyway, so. Here we go, we're going to make a change. 67 minutes. Moisey makes the change. Barry off, Beto on. A like-for-like change for Moisey. Of course, it's a like-for-like change, but he does make a change. Beto is on. Beto's got 20-odd minutes to try and impose himself onto the match, get himself on the score sheet if possible. I mean, he's got to do better than Barry, because Barry literally has done nothing all match. And again, not really digging him out, just it's a fact. He struggled. Oh, Garnagay gives it away though. Chelsea got it at the edge of the Everton box, shoot, and it goes over the bar. It was already Santos happened to just have it on the edge of the D inside the Everton half. and he just lets one go. He had space in front of him. He could actually just run inside the Everton box and potentially go 1-on-1 with Jordan Pickford, but he hits one, and it goes over the Everton bar. Chelsea haven't had that many chances this second half, but at the same time, Everton haven't had that many chances. England manager Thomas Tuchel is in the building. He's at Stamford Bridge watching the match. And probably not a match that's going to do any Everton players any favours. Grealish, James Garner. It's probably not going to be a deciding factor to get them inside any England squad anytime soon. He would probably look at Cole Palmer and think, okay, it's been half decent today. Reece James has probably played well. Again, strange that he's inside playing in midfield as Gusto is on the right. Potentially Thomas Tuchel maybe even wanting to watch Dewsbury Hall. Potentially. But unfortunately he only had 15 minutes viewing pleasure of Dewsbury Hall. Grealish now picking up the ball inside Everton's half. Gives it to Garner Gay. Garner Gay out to Jake O'Brien. Everton just with the ball. Playing it around the back. Garner Gay. Ndiaye. Back to O'Brien, who plays a long ball forwards. Charlie Alcaraz picks it up. And then Alcaraz, who had Beto in the centre of the pitch, doesn't find him. And now we're zooming forward. It's all go here. Ndiaye with on the right hand side. Outside Chelsea's box. Alcaraz whips a ball in. Oh, and Grealish at the back post. Charlie Alcaraz whips a ball in. Charlie Alcaraz at the back. Jack Grealish at the back post. He goes with his right foot. And because he goes with his right foot, it goes wide of the Chelsea post. From there, Grealish needs to take it with his left foot. He takes it with the outside of the right, gets no control on it whatsoever, and it goes well wide of Chelsea's goal. If he would have took it with his left foot, Grealish might have got that on target and scored a goal for Everton. Chelsea get a chance. It flashes across Everton's box. And it's now a Chelsea corner, it looks like. But I'm still stewing over that miss. Definitely should have scored. And with Thomas Tuchel, the England manager, watching, they're the type of chances that Grealish needs to finish. Here's Chelsea corner coming in. It's bouncing around the box. Enzo Fernandez tries to get on the end of it. It bounces away from him. Definitely chances for Chelsea. Chances for both teams in this match. Reece James on the edge of the box. Charlie Alcaraz brings him down and it's a free kick. In a dangerous position. So the corner came in. Fofana tried to get himself up for it. Keane and Beto clash into themselves. Enzo Fernandez tries to get his out on the end of it. But they get lucky, Everton, to be fair. Here we are with the Chelsea free kick. I mean, Chelsea are taking a bit of time to actually take this. So Reece James and Neto are standing over this. It's about 25 yards out. It's a free kick to Everton's Jordan Pickford's right-hand side. You've got to think it's got to be Reece James here in swinger, who's going to take this. Everton have put a decent wall up, 5, 6 in the wall. Beto, Jake O'Brien's in the wall. Tarkovsky looks like he's in the wall as well. I don't know what the hold-up is here. They're taking far too long to take this free kick. It's Reece James. Oh, and it's tipped over the bar from Jordan Pickford. Decent strike. Decent strike, but almost right under Jordan Pickford where he was standing. Pickford didn't have much way to move, and it goes out for the Chelsea corner. Chelsea corner now. Neto whips the ball in. Again, right under the head, right under Jordan Pickford. Tarkovsky, I think Tarkovsky heads it out there. It's gone out for another Chelsea corner. Chelsea are going to take this one short. No, here's Neto again. Neto with another corner. Back-to-back corners. Neto in swinger, left foot. Pickford punches it away. Comes out to Reece James, who gets a shot off. And Everton are battling to win it back, but they can't get it away from Reece James. Reece James is battling with 2 Everton players. And eventually Everton come away with the ball. And then it's a clear foul by Fofana. Clear foul on James Garner. Fofana's got to be booked. There's a bit of pushing and shoving here. Because Fofana's ran away. And he's made a face at James Garner. He's fouled him. He knows what he's going to do. It's a clinical foul. He's got to get a yellow card for it. But as Fofana runs away, he always makes a face at James Garner, just winding him up. It's a clear yellow card. Yeah, Fofana knows what he's doing. Definite yellow. So 76 minutes gone, 2-0 still. It's not... I mean, we probably just need a goal. Just to give us a little bit of hope if we can get back in this. I still think there's a shout for Tim Irabunum to come on. Maybe for Garner Gay. Maybe this is a game where Tyler Diblin does come on. Can he affect it? Ndiaye hasn't had a huge amount of success. You probably want to give Ndiaye 90 minutes here. Again, it's his last game before he goes away with his national team to the Africa Cup of Nations. He goes away with Idrissa Gana Gueye. Both players playing the last game today for Everton until January. Don't know how far into January yet, based on progress of Senegal. But as it is, Chelsea free kick near the halfway line. And Reece James just plays it back to Fofana. But yeah, we've got to roll the dice here now. We've got to make a change. I'd imagine if we were to make another change, it would be James Garner going into right back. And maybe Tim Irabunum coming on. Maybe Tyler Diblin coming on. But Chelsea are powering forward here. Santos. Pedro Neto on the right-hand side for Chelsea. Chelsea are just knocking it around inside Everton's half here. Everton are just banked in their own half. Oh, and it's a pass back by Michael Keane to Pickford. Really confusing. It's a little bit of miscommunication back there. Michael Keane then pumps it forward all the way up to Beto. But it doesn't get to Beto. Chelsea intercept with Reece James before Beto gets an opportunity. Beto slides tackles, tries to win the ball. Chelsea come away with it. Chelsea are just coming away with the ball. Any 50-50, they're winning. And with just over 10 minutes to go, yeah, it's a struggle to get back in this one for Everton. And lays it back to O'Brien. O'Brien back over to Tarkowski. Tarkowski now just playing it centred to Keane. Like, Everton's still trying to pass it round, still trying to play football, but I do feel like we need to be a little bit more direct. 10 minutes to go. Chelsea are getting the ball, yeah. Coming forward with it. Inside the Everton box. Shot. João Pedro. Oh, and he's hit it really woefully. It's almost gone out for the cut. It's gone out for a throw-in. It's gone out for a throw-in. It was a shot across the box. Well, really poor ball. Really poor shot. But it does look like Everton's problems of late have come back to haunt us here today. Not finishing our chances. Not really having a major threat up front. And again, not really a plan B for me. Like, in 10 minutes to go here, we're still playing the same system that we started with. Still passing the ball around, and we're 2-0 down. Isn't it a case now where we go more direct? You know, do we stick a couple of big lads at the top of the pitch and try and get a ball to them? We've got Beto. Did we stick with Barry? Did we try and play two up front? You know, there's no change. And it's sort of static. And that's not how we're getting back in this game. Looks like a couple of changes are being prepared. Tim Irabunam. It's looking like he's coming on. So here is Chelsea free kick. We're on 81 minutes. Chelsea have got a free kick on the edge of the Everton box. Whipped in again. It's an easy one for Pickford to collect. And then Pickford runs out. He's looking for a quick release ball. He does so to Mykolenko on Everton's left. Mykolenko's got plenty of space, plenty of grass to run into. He's running inside the Chelsea half now. Plays it to Charlie Alcaraz. Alcaraz, do you want to whip a ball in towards Beto? No, you're going to slay the play up. He plays it to Garner. Looking for a 1-2 with Grealish. But Grealish, it's just not getting the better of anyone today. Like, Gusto's got the better of him. Pedro Neto's got the better of him at times. Here's now Estevao coming forward for Chelsea. And he's showing a bit of skill, trying to get away from James Garner. James Garner dispossesses him. And James Garner powers forward now. Both teams sloppy in possession. And they're giving away to each other. It's almost like we're giving it away, they're giving it away, we're giving it away. I do feel like we need a bit of a plan B. You know, we've got two changes coming up. We've got Tim Irabunam coming on, Tyler Diblin coming on. Is it just the same shape? Is it just like for like changes? It's still in here. Everton's still playing. So we are approaching. Here's the double change now coming. So here's the change from Everton. So it's Irabunam coming on. It's Tyler Diblin coming on. Are we gonna get the change? What's going on here? The second official, I don't know what he's doing. Here we go. So 18 coming on for So it's Jack Grealish coming off. And Tyler Diblin goes on. I'd said earlier, Jack Grealish hasn't really got the better of anyone in a Chelsea shirt here today. And he comes off the pitch. And as does James Garner. And Tim Irabunam comes on. So it almost looks like a saving of legs here. You know, we know we've lost Drewsbury Hall. We know we've lost Ndai. Or he'll be going away with his national team. Idrissa Gana Gay is going away with his national team. So we're saving James Garner and we're saving Jack Grealish for the next game. And we're protecting them. And I'm 100% sure that's what just happened, taking them off late into this second half with only 6 minutes left in normal time. So we haven't made changes to win the game. We have made changes to protect a few of the players. But here's Tim Irabunam with the ball, battling away heartily, but just not getting the better of any Chelsea player right now. It's almost like Chelsea are seeing this game out now with 6 minutes, 5 minutes, 6 minutes to go. You know, there's not been any really noticeable chances in the past 10 minutes. But Tyler Diblin gets the better of Enzo Fernandez there, wins the ball back for Everton. That's a good little highlight. He's on the ball now. Oh, he shifts. He's got quick feet. He shifts. He's fouled by Cucurella. It's an easy free kick to give, and the referee just shakes his head. He just walks away. It's a clear free kick. But the referee's not interested. But it's a disappointing end to the game, to be fair. I mean, we've worked hard for the large majority of this match, for large portions of the match. It's just not been our day. Really keen to hear your opinions, though. So do let me know what you think of today's match. Do you think we've just given it to Chelsea? I know it's probably not controversial to say this, but I think it's probably one of them days where Chelsea is just better. We're just better today. Oh, Everton have hit the post. It's just come back off the post. And that just maybe sums up Everton's day. We've just said how it's not going to be Everton's day. And Ndai goes and hits the post. It's so unlucky for Ndai. It hits the post, comes back out, and it gets cleared by Chelsea. I tell you what, the Evertonians at Stamford Bridge are loud and proud. They're singing Everton's name and they're getting behind the team, which is fair play. A few minutes to go. It's a long trip, Stamford Bridge, in December. Here's Tyler Diblin now on the Everton's right-hand side. He's gone over to the right and dies on the left. Jake O'Brien whips a ball in. Oh, and no one can get their head on it. Chelsea again rise above every Everton head and get it cleared away. But here's Ndai on the left. Does he link up with Mikalenko? No, a little bit of skill. There's a sheer pull there by Gusto, but the ref's not giving any free kicks for Everton here. Ndai gives it to Garner Gay, plays the ball back into Mikalenko's path again on the left-hand side. Mikalenko, can he do anything with it? Tries to whip a ball in, tries to actually come into the box, plays a ball into Charlie Alcaraz, and Alcaraz tries to shoot but gets blocked. It was a lovely bit of skill a little bit earlier, a few minutes ago when Everton hit the post. Ndai with a step over. He pulls it across the keeper to the keeper's left. But it hits the post. So unlucky. Would have been a lovely goal for him to sign off. his campaign so far before he goes to AFCON. And it just sums up Everton's day. Like, we've huffed and we've puffed. We've had chances. We've hit the post. It's just not been our day. It's one of them days where if your luck's not on your side on this particular day, it's not on your side. We're in the final minute now of normal time. You know, if we wrap this up, if we wrap Everton's display and Everton's efforts so far today, you would say a dogged performance where we really worked hard, we battled for every ball, but we were let down by quality. It was a lack of quality performance. In the moments in the match where it mattered, Chelsea had those bits of quality they needed to score 2 goals, and Everton didn't have those qualities. Yeah, we needed, you know, a little bit of luck. Maybe the end-eye shot goes in towards the end of the match. But we need that bit of quality in front of goal. There's 4 minutes added time. The referees just signalled 4 minutes. And I know we haven't seen much of Tyler Diblin. We've not seen much of him since he joined the club. We've not seen much of him here against Chelsea. But for the brief moment he's been on, he's actually done really well. Like, he's just won a free kick now. The ball's played into him. He's used quick feet, shifted the ball, and he's got a free kick for Everton. So I'm thinking, we just have to play him. We just have to play Tyler Diblin. Here's Ndiaye on the left-hand side. He's approaching the Chelsea box. He's one-on-one with Gusto. He shifts the ball onto his right foot. Is he looking for a cross? Is he going to shoot? He's now back on his left. He's not getting any joy. He plays it back to Tim Irabunum, who doesn't really lose his possession. And Chelsea now counter-attack with Pedro Neto. Neto one-on-one with Idrissa Gay. Gay goes for the challenge, doesn't win it. Chelsea switch the ball, they shoot, and it goes wide. They drag it wide. But before we log off today, I just want to say thank you for everybody who has joined and watched this watch-along and got involved with the comments. And thank you for your participation. It makes this watch-along easier. I enjoy it a lot more as well when there's a few comments and we'll get a little bit of a chat going. Let me know your thoughts on the match. You're watching the Toffee Blues. I'm Martin. You can find me at Restricted EFC. And we'll have plenty more watch-alongs in the coming weeks. I believe we're doing one for Arsenal as well next week, just before Christmas. And it will be a home match from the Hill Dickinson Stadium. So it's going to be a really tough match. Arsenal, top of the league, enjoying some really good form. But it's at home, and why can't we beat Arsenal at home? Of course we can. We beat any team at home. That's the attitude that we need to have, and I believe we'll take into the match. And do stick around on this YouTube channel at the Toffee Blues. There'll be plenty of match reaction coming up after the match, and loads of content through the week. But before you go, press like, thank you. There's a best part of over a minute left in this match. I'd love just to get 1 goal to send the Evertonians home happy. Diblin on the right-hand side. What can he do? He's battling against 2 players. He eventually loses possession. Tarkovsky comes in and helps him out. And he clatters Cucurella. To be fair, if anything, we'll give Cucurella one on the at the end of the match there. And I think that's all Tarkovsky went up for. You got to think, were Chelsea there for it though today? This is Chelsea's first win in 5 matches in all competitions. So you do think maybe we could have had them today. You know, we've probably had a better opportunity to beat Chelsea today than any other opportunity in recent memory at Stamford Bridge. As we approach the last seconds of the match, it's a bit of a travesty how we didn't score today. The full-time whistle goes. It's the end of the match. It is 2-0 it finishes at Stamford Bridge. And Everton come away from the match and they'll be disappointed. I think David Moyes in his post-match press conference will say, we had chances there today and we could have scored goals. We just need a little bit more quality in the final third. And that's what I'll sign off with today, is quality. We need quality in that final third. I'd love to see more attacking fullbacks come in January. I'd love to see a little bit more quality come in January up front. But Tieno Barry, if you would have got yourself in that 6-yard box and connected with one of those chances in the first half, it may have been a different game today. And I am putting it on your toes a little bit, but as a striker in the Premier League, you've got to score those chances. I just want to say thank you for everyone who tuned in today. We've been at it for a good 2 hours. Really enjoyed today's stream. Give us a like. Give me a follow at RestrictedDFC. And we'll see you again. Stick around at the Toffee Blues. There'll be more match reaction to come. But for now, I'll say thank you for watching. And we've got to win against Arsenal. We've got to win against Arsenal. Take it easy. See you in a bit.